lights are bright, candles flicker through the night. Every headline in the morning paper's telling you what's real, but I see hidden messages beneath the reels. Ancient stones carved under desert skies whisper secrets they still hide. Are we just puppets on the strings of news and TV screens, or explorers in our minds when the trees aglow? Ring the bells, unwrap the truth beneath the mistletoe. Sip the brew of ancient rites where spirit rivers flow. Aliens watching from the stars as snowflakes start to fall. Programmed by the headlines, let's break free tonight, one and all. Children dream of Santa's sleigh, but I'm flying in my mind on a ship of sacred plants, ayahuasca's gifts unwind. Pyramids and ruins pulse with knowledge lost and found. We can crack the code beneath the merry-go-round. Under twinkling Christmas lights, we question what we know. Magic's in the mystery beneath the falling snow. Ring the bells, unlock the truth beneath the mistletoe. Sip the brew of ancient rites where spirit rivers flow. Aliens watching from the stars as snowflakes start to fall. Programmed by the headlines, let's break free tonight, one and all. Ring the bells, unwrap the truth beneath the mistletoe. We'll rewrite all the secrets in the glow. Ho, 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 let the real story show.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Nomas Podcast Live. We have 4 days till Christmas. Only 4 days. Can you believe it? Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started.
Hoy Nomas Podcast Live, where we will react to videos, talk about current trending events, and possibly 1 or 2 conspiracies. So let's sit back, relax, and let's chat.
Hoy Nomas!
What's going on, everyone? It's almost Christmas. Can't believe it's literally only a couple of days away. It honestly feels like it was just yesterday when I said I was going to start doing the 25 days of live streaming. Obviously, that was a fail, but we're here at least doing it on Sunday. So hopefully you guys been enjoying all these random lives. I had a couple of guests, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Some failed, some successes, but I've been enjoying doing the lives every single day, doing it with you guys. I see Mr. Donny Man here. What is he saying? Sorry, might be able to stay. The girls don't want to go to sleep. Nice. Hopefully you are, bro. Hopefully you are. I don't have too much of a structured live stream for today, so hopefully you do, so we can talk about some random subjects. Mr. Hamster, what's going on, brother? I see you. What's going on? Thank you for joining. Yeah, actually right now we just came back from looking at the boat parade here down in Seaport Village. I was just mentioning to Chelo, I recorded a little vlog that I'm going to be uploading pretty soon, but it was just one of those core memories as a child for myself that my dad created for me. and I wanted to recreate that same memory for my daughter. I know she's only one and she might not even remember any of that, but I recorded it. And at one point, I want her to look at that video and see that we took the time to take her there. Also, for her first birthday, we took her to Disneyland. All of these different events. I'm sure she's not going to remember. She's about to be a year and a half in 2 days. And she's her birthday's on the 23rd. So, but I know a lot of these events she's not going to remember. But it just brings an inner joy that I'm able to do that for my daughter, right? But yeah, we just finished doing that. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that many people in Seaport Village, but it was packed. It was packed. We finally found parking down by close to the convention center. So we literally just got back about an hour ago. So yeah, with that being said, hopefully you guys are enjoying these days, getting closer to the holidays. And just remember that the holidays overall, even though it's pretty much everywhere you turn, everybody's buying gifts or whatnot. Just remember that it's not about the gift giving. It's about like just cherishing those special moments with your family, with your loved ones. Tomorrow's not guaranteed, so take advantage of whoever is around you, whoever takes the time to check up on you. Like you guys, I'm very, very grateful for you guys tuning in. And if you guys ever need to talk or anything, you guys can always reach out to me just to chat or whatever, not that you need to, but if you just want to talk about anything random, which is also here, the live stream, feel free to always reach out. I'm very appreciative for every single one of you guys. And once again, I always drop this phone number here. I know not many want to call in, but you guys, this is the number if you guys ever want to drop a message or if you guys want to chat. I listen to all the messages I do receive once in a while. Or if you want to call into the hotline while we're doing a live stream, this is the number. It's always there for you guys if you guys want to reach out. And also, if you're new to the channel, if you're watching this after the live stream has been over, just remember to subscribe to the channel. We drop new episodes every Wednesday, which I'm going to recap once again. I'm going to start redoing it once the year starts. And live streams, we do it every Sunday at 8 o'clock. Today, I had to switch it up for 9 o'clock just so I can take my family down to Seaport Village. But with that being said, I think, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Quick reminder, we now have a call-in number where you guys can leave us voice messages, video calls. Let us know a story you would want us to share on the podcast, anything you want. The goal is being able to interact with the people that support the channel. Even if you're looking for love, we will find your true love on Hoy Nomas podcast. Also, for anyone that is interested on creating your own channel, we have our Amazon storefront linked in the description where you can find all the cameras we use, the microphones, the lights, the equipment, where all of our podcasts are recorded to. If you need any help with editing services, we are able to produce your entire podcast, edit your short form content from Instagram Reels, TikToks, etc. You can look at all of our content as reference and we got you covered. And finally, if you want to support the channel, you can leave us a super thanks down below, which will help us tremendously. And we'll make sure to highlight that comment on the upcoming podcast and give you a shout out. Now back to the podcast. By the way, if you guys are curious about the thumbnail, that was completely ChatGPT. Honestly, I'm blown away how crazy the thumbnails are turning out using ChatGPT. It's insane to me. I'm not sure if you guys paid attention to the actual thumbnail itself, but it's becoming super crazy the amount of quality it's providing me. Honestly, if it gets to be this consistent all the time, it's gonna be insane. Let me show you guys the thumbnail. I'm not sure if you guys actually caught it, right? But all of this was honestly through a prompt. Let me show you guys right now. This was through a prompt. I literally just uploaded a picture, a screenshot from one of the last live streams, and I told it, hey, put a Grinch, make it hyper realistic, throw in some UFOs, and a caption that reads 4 days till Christmas. And it created this first try. So I'm blown away with the quality that it's like dropping. Yeah. So if you guys are ever interested, I'm not sure if you guys have ever tried ChatGPT. They do have a free version, but since I use it quite often for editing, like thumbnails or whatnot, I pay like the $19 or $20, which is super helpful. Like back then it would run me like maybe $10-20 for a thumbnail, and now with the $20 subscription to ChatGPT, I get multiple in a matter of seconds. So when other times it would take me like a full day just to receive something. Also, I see Miss Lisbeth. Hi, girls and guys. What's going on, Liz? Thank you for joining. Thank you for taking the time. We're gonna get into some very good topics. And like I said prior to this, if you guys have special topics that you guys want to talk about or anything you guys ran into this past couple of days, feel free to let me know. Looks like a movie poster, not gonna lie. Yeah, exactly. I was freaking blown away. I was like, what the heck? So the key thing too is you have to mention hyper realistic. So I always say hyper realistic with lighting effects and lots of shadows, and it'll drop you that type of quality of image or thumbnail or whatnot. So that's the trick right there. Not sure if you guys are fans of boxing or like UFC and all that stuff, or combat sports, but this past weekend was full of freaking fights. I'm a huge fan of boxing and UFC, and the freaking fight started since Friday. We had Jake Paul against Anthony Joshua, and there was so much debate whether what the outcome was going to be for Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul, right? Many people were saying, oh, if Jake Paul wins, it's going to be rigged. And we already know that Jake Paul is going to win. Others had the hope that that Anthony Joshua actually knocked out Jake Paul. So there was this whole debate on what the outcome was going to be. They always call these type of fights a circus event, right? Because it's just so wild. And to be honest, when seeing the ring walk with Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua being in the middle of the ring, it almost felt like that, right? It almost felt all of this is freaking surreal, because there was a strong possibility that what if Jake Paul actually catches Anthony Joshua with just like a hook or something, and it actually catches Joshua and knocks him out, right? There's always that possibility of something crazy happening. At the end of the day, it is a fight. And imagine if he would have actually won. It would have been crazy. The whole boxing scene would have been disrupted. Right now, we would have seen so many different possibilities for Jake Paul. But I don't know if you guys watched it, but if you guys did, then you guys saw that Anthony Joshua literally knocked him out. And I think at the end of the fight, Jake Paul was saying, oh, I think I have a broken jaw. And I was like, yeah, right. He's just saying that like to exaggerate. But it actually did happen that his somebody zoomed in his mouth. And yeah, he was actually, his freaking jaw was apparently broken. Or at least you can see his teeth like sunken in. Let me see if I can pull up an image of this jaw. Let me see if something pops up. So Jake Paul says his jaw is broken for after Anthony Joshua fight. And let me see if some of the images come out. So right here you can see how it was actually broken after this hit right there. Freaking insane. There was another zoom in where it showed his actual teeth. Let me see if I can pull it up. But it was just wild to see. I don't think I'm going to be able to see it. Oh, yeah, it's not showing it here. But anyways, I'm sure if you guys want to look it up, you guys... Oh, there we go. This is it. It's not letting me do it. There we go. Right there. Look at that. That's freaking wild. That happened after that hit itself. Freaking insane. So I know a lot of people wanted that outcome to happen, and they finally got it. Honestly, I was expecting a little bit more from Jake Paul. He was, I guess his whole tactic was to be running around. But when I saw that, it was like, okay, is he going to have enough stamina to like being able to hold up for all that many rounds. And obviously, yeah, that wasn't the case. It's very hard to stay in that same rhythm through so many rounds, you know. So yeah, so finally, after him being you know, tired out from moving around so much, Anthony Joshua caught him, and you saw the result. And then aside from this fight, you had also the Amado Vargas fighting Dean the Great, and honestly, Vargas, he deserved that win, and he did a pretty good performance after Dean the Great was pretty much disrespecting his mom. I'm not sure if you guys follow boxing with all this, but it was a very exciting weekend. This happened. That was actually yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday. And then finally the main event with Andrew Tate against Chase. And so many people were expecting Andrew Tate to win and take it. He's actually posted multiple video clips of him fighting like not boxer, I guess different people. I'm not sure if these guys were actually boxers, but Tate was boxing like multiple guys one after another, and he was hurting him. So everybody's expectations with Andrew Tate were super, super high. And when you saw the outcome of Andrew Tate losing to Chase, it was just like, yeah, it was horrible, to be honest. Not gonna take anything away from Andrew Tate and whatnot, because it does take somebody brave to actually step into the ring and fight. But yeah, it wasn't the performance that a lot of people were expecting. So yeah, that pretty much recaps one of the biggest I guess fight weekends of 2025. And then also for UFC, you had what's his name, Silva fighting Tyron Woodley with a freaking knockout with an uppercut. So freaking insane. It was a very exciting weekend for me. Mr. Hamster, the top G, got his ass whooped big time, brother, big time. So many people are enjoying that moment of seeing his downfall. Everybody's saying that his whole aura is depleted now, that he's not the top G anymore, that he's the bottom G. And it's because his whole persona, right, is him like showcasing this type of male figure that, you know, they're badasses and they can like fight and so on and so forth. And he ended up losing. He did have a motivational speech that I was like, oh man, I like that. It's still after losing like in that way, he's super great at speaking. And he had a very good speech that he gave at the end of his fight. Which I totally agree. That's something for sure that I do respect. And that's been one of my mottos too. As far as like trying different things, even though you don't know what the outcome is, right? And let me see if I can find it. It was a very, very good speech that he gave. Let me see if it's this one.
Yeah, obviously I didn't get the result I wanted, but truthfully the result I wanted was to see if I could still do it. 40 years old, 10 years retired, a little bit of time in a Romanian dungeon.
No, it's not that one.
It's always going to be a big ask.
Yeah, it was that one. Pretty much it was one that he stated that even though he lost, he'll rather know that he gave it his best shot, and instead of living that with that what if. Let me see if I can find it real quick. If not, we'll move on. Let me see. It's lagging it. It was a very motivational speech. I'll see if I can pull it up. If not, we'll move on. Let's try one more. Nah, it's the same one. But long story short, if you guys watched it, you guys know the outcome of that, and I was just excited to see those events actually happening and taking place. You know, so you should watch the videos of the dude that beat him. Oh, I know, he's horrible, bro. As a boxer, I mean, he's honestly the champion for the misfits, right? But he's he doesn't have good technique at all, like at all. I watched some of that and I was like, everybody was saying this guy beat Andrew Tate. Like, what the heck? And yeah, Andrew Tate was saying, hey, I'm 40 years old. I haven't fought in so many years or whatnot, and I was arrested. So, but he's like, but no excuses, no excuses. But yeah, that was his excuse. But anyways, moving along from boxing and combat sports, let's go ahead and get into some of the topics I wanted to get into. And being that Christmas is literally a days away, and I might not be able to do a live stream before Christmas, I just wanted to touch base, and like I stated in the beginning of the stream, that during Christmas times, during these holidays, the time of the holidays, it's very difficult, right? Because you see a lot of different things in social media, everybody posting what they received for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, everybody being with their family, their loved ones, everything looking so aesthetic. But truth be told, there's a lot of times that what you see through social media, it's false, right? It's only a little glimpse on what reality truly is, and many times it's not what it really shows, right? Many times you'll see something super aesthetic, but they're not showing what's behind them, and behind them it could be a complete mess, right? So just I wanted to give that friendly reminder that never compare yourself to somebody, right? It's very hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard, right? Because you always see the highlights. You see the highlights of people's lives. They showcase what they want to show, right? Obviously, many people are not going to show the worst part of them, right? So it's hard to not compare yourself. But I was just I started watching the series in Netflix, or not a series, it's a movie. It's called Ready Player One, and I want to do a whole podcast when it comes down to that topic, right? Because what this movie entails, and I think it was dropped in 2000, I think it was released in 2018, and what it truly depicts is that, and this was released in 2018, but it's super comparable to what is happening now, that many people in this movie, they had like it almost looked like the freaking glasses, like they literally had glasses in, I forgot what the name of it is, like the ones that Apple Visions or something like that, and the majority of people had those on, and they could become, and they could be whatever they wanted to be in that virtual reality, right, in that game. But if you were to actually look at their actual real life, their life that they're actually living outside of the virtual reality, it was a complete mess. And that's very relatable to what's actually happening now, and to what I was mentioning earlier, that in social media, people can be whatever they want. They want to they can showcase whatever they want. They want to showcase the highlights. People are literally in a virtual reality through social media, as maybe in this movie like Ready Player One, they have characters, but through social media, they're putting on filters that showcases a different type of person who is completely not who they are, right? I've seen different memes where, let's say, even a husband's like, "Oh, what my wife looks like in social media," and then they pan over and they record their wife in real life, and they look nothing alike, right? So never compare yourself to somebody on social media, because you don't know who they truly are or how their life truly is, right? So I just wanted to give a friendly reminder, and just be happy with your current circumstances. I know many times we want better, and it's always to have that ambition to kind of strive for more, and continue improving as a person, as a father, as a mother, right? But never like, compare yourself to that, because you just never know, right? And with that being said, I do have this first video that I wanted to showcase. And it talks about that your normal day is someone else's dream, right? Check it out. Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's just so many people out there. You see a lot of these people with smiles, right? And a lot of them have a lot less than you and I, right? If you were living here in California, they say that you're far much richer than the rest of the world. And you can see how a lot of people are living in those circumstances, but they still have a smile on their face. In this next video I wanted to showcase also, there's a video of this baby girl receiving a pencil. She received a pencil, and you can see the joy that this simple gift being a pencil gave her. It's honestly, oh man, it's just check it out. Look at that. Man, when I saw this video, it was just like, oh my God, it reminded me so much of my daughter, right? Especially my daughter, she wears those little, ponytails or colitas on the side, and just like, oh man, I always try to give my daughter as much as I can, bring joy to her, take her out. I was just mentioning, I took her down to see the boat parade, the Christmas boat parade, and just seeing a baby girl like that, just receiving a simple pencil, but having so much joy for that gift. I was just like, oh man, why can't all the kids have everything, right? It's just, oh man, it broke my heart, and at least it gave me some sort of joy seeing the happiness that something so simple can mean the world to somebody, or to this baby girl, what it did to her, right? And man, so like I said, you just never know what actually is happening around the world. And like I said, right now here, if you're living in California, if you're alive, and if you're healthy, you're already far beyond successful than the majority of the world. Let me see. So I do see Arlene. So true. We only post the pretty stuff. Yeah, I know for sure. And then the name of the movie, it's called Ready Player One. And I think I just started watching it yesterday, or the day before yesterday. And it says that it's about to come out of Netflix. They're going to pull it away from Netflix. But yeah, this movie was released in 2018, and it's so relatable to what's happening right now. So yeah, I highly recommend it. I think I'm like an hour in, so I'm almost done with it, but I for sure want to do a whole podcast in relation to that topic, because it's crazy that I always say this, right? That movies showcase what's going to happen later on in the future. And yeah, this movie for sure is capturing all of that. So I want to finish watching it, and yeah, it's super relatable that even though a lot of people are not gamers, right? But you can compare it to social media being your virtual reality. All right, so the next clip that I saw, that I literally just saw this clip right now, and it was 3i Atlas. It was 3i Atlas was captured, and it has been the clearest video that I have seen so far. Check it out.
Ya se ve a simple vista 3 y Atlas.
Mira, ahí se nota bien.
Look at how crispy that video is. It's insane how clean that is.
Es la nave espacial, la 3 y Atlas, po, man. Estoy seguro que se ve. Mira. ¿Ve o no?
¿Por qué se ve tan grande en comparación a las estrellas?
Yeah, she's saying how come it looks so much bigger than the rest of the stars. 3i Atlas.
Ya se ve a simple vista 3 y
mira.
Atlas.
Mira, ahí se nota bien.
Look at that. That's freaking mind blowing. The detail in this. So somebody that that actually also posted about this video in specific. They mentioned that the space tracker have revealed one of the strangest views of the object so far. A symmetric 4-point luminous core captured through a 20-minute stacked exposure sequence. So these aren't single photos, they're stabilized noise reduced color corrected composites built from frames observed by Diego Sanaraujo. So this is the person that captured this image and zoomed in 4,000%. So they zoomed in 4,000% to capture this image right here, which lets us see the structure that otherwise would be invisible. What stands out is initial symmetry, a star-shaped core, a plasma-like haze, and no clear tail direction. That kind of structure isn't typical for normal comets and especially rare for an interstellar one. Space Tracker's analysis suggests the shape could come from rapid rotation and precession, multiple jet sources, rotational smearing over 20 minutes, or a temporary dust torus effect. And I see here in the comments, and I was actually going to get into this, and it's crazy that you depict this because that's exactly what everybody's saying in the comment section, that others are comparing it to the deep zoom symmetry of Ezekiel's wheel. Check it out. If you're not familiar with Ezekiel's wheel, this is it right here. So right here, and it's super, super comparable to this image of 3i Atlas. Look at that. Freaking mind-blowing that they had this type of images in the Bible of what they described Ezekiel's wheel, and now 3i Atlas looks super, super comparable to Ezekiel's wheel. Mind freaking blowing. So now the only question is this, is everything that's been biblical actually manifesting right now through our times? Or is it the whole plan that they've talked about for many years, right? Which is the Project Bluebeam. Is it that this actual events are manifesting, or Project Bluebeam is finally taking effect, that they're releasing all these different videos, different disclosures out there of aliens, UFOs, and now this one super comparable to Ezekiel's wheel, which is supposed to be 3i Atlas. Is it a hologram, or are these events actually taking place? That's something that it's now, as we mentioned many, many times, it's who knows, right? We don't freaking know what's actually happening. But whether it's biblical events or if it's actually events manifesting right now through Project Bluebeam, it's happening. So both could be right, or yeah, who knows, man? It's just times right now are freaking wild. I think everything is coming out to light. And one of the crazy things too, and it's like I just said it a couple minutes ago right now, that everything we watch in TV, in movies, they put, from what I've heard, is that they have to disclose what's going to be happening later on in the future in order for them to not have some sort of karma, something along those lines. That it's a written law, supposedly, that they have to actually disclose one way or another, or tell you right there and then what they're going to do, whether it's actually them telling you or through movies or whatnot. They have to tell you. And in this one in particular, it came out through a game that happened. I think this game was released in 1998, and if you're a gamer, or if you're from like my time frame, it's called, this video is called Metal Gear Solid. So Metal Gear Solid, the game, depicted the future of our current AI technology, and everything that it was saying pretty much depicts what the reason was of them actually giving us access to AI and ChatGPT. It's kind of scary. Check it out.
I feel that this is proof that our lives are nothing but a script. Listen to this and think about what's going on right now.
Raiden, are you having fun playing with the new AI toys?
So he says, are you having fun playing with the new AI toys?
Well, yeah, I am. You can make pictures of cute anime girls and...
Enjoy it while it lasts, Raiden.
What do you mean?
Did you really think that civilians would be granted unrestricted access to such powerful military weapons forever?
Military weapons. Are you implying that this technology was created by the government?
Of course it was. This AI technology has been used by the intelligence agencies to warp the public's perception of reality for years. All in the name of national security, of course.
But why would they suddenly make the tech public and let everyone start using it?
Why would we indeed, Raiden?
So right there, so they said all of this technology, like we've known, right? Whatever technology they're providing to the masses, to the masses, it's technology that they've had for many, many years. But the question was, why would they even give us this technology?
What? What in the hell are you?
Your question is irrelevant. By creating a new problem, we can cultivate a desired reaction to it in order to manufacture consent for our preferred solutions. In short, it's justification for a war.
A war? On who or what?
This game came out years and years ago.
By arming the public with these AI weapons, everyone becomes a potential enemy combatant. Then we will have justification for unprecedented security measures. It all comes down to confusion and identity, Raiden.
Identity?
Identity. This AI technology is Pandora's box. Pretty soon the internet will be mired in total illusion. Perfect AI speech, audio, and video synthesis will drown out reality. Then AI bots will flood social media. No one will be able to tell the difference between interacting with an AI machine or a real human online. Even telephone calls will become totally untrustworthy. That is when we will present our solution. Mandatory digital identity verification for all humans at all times.
Here it is.
The only way to ensure that you're dealing with a real flesh and blood human being and not an AI-generated mirage.
But why?
Total information control. For too long, the internet has acted as a double-edged sword. Its potential for anonymous user activity allows anyone at all to spread any thoughts, ideas, or information patterns that they please with impunity. State secrets, dangerous ideas, ludicrous conspiracy theories, misinformation, and disinformation. Until now, there has been no easy solution to this problem. Our digital identity platform will finally put an end to anonymity online. It will allow us to trace misinformation and other dangerous communications to its source and exact appropriate justice.
That's crap! I won't go along with it, and others will resist.
You won't have a choice, Raiden. Do you think your bank is willing to risk doing business with an artificial human instead of a real one? Our digital identity platform will be required not only to access web services, but to pay for your internet connection in the first place.
You can't just censor the entire internet because of a new software technology.
So crazy. I don't know if you guys caught that, right? So he's saying, well, now that we no longer can tell what's real or not in the internet, which we just talked about it right now, like you can no longer depict what's actually real. Now, eventually, the reason why they gave us all this technology, right, is to obviously this technology is so powerful with AI, ChatGPT, all of this is why, because everybody's going to have access to this. So they give us the problem, right, that we can't tell, but we're going to want that solution of having a digital identity. And this guy was like, well, no, I don't want this digital identification. He's like, well, you're no longer going to have an option. You're going to need it. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to use the banks. You're not going to be able to go to restaurants or whatnot. So like many times they'll give you the problem when they already have the solution or what the possible result is going to be. And keep in mind, this game was released in September 1998. I think I have the page where it showcases that. So yeah, right here. When did Metal Gear Solid come out? And the first Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation was released in Japan September 3rd, 1998 in North America, and October 20th, 1998 in Europe, February 1999, popularizing the stealth action genre with its cinematic presentation and complex gameplay. So freaking mind-blowing, well over freaking, what is it? Well over 10 years at the very minimum. I'm not going to do fast math right now, but crazy amount of freaking answers that they gave us in that little short clip. So we've talked about this many times, right? That we can't tell no longer what's real or not. And I think there was somebody that I was talking to that they're like, oh, they should. Oh, I think it was somebody here in the chat that they said they should be putting some sort of watermark depicting whether if it's AI or not, right? And so we're already asking for this. Hey, we want to know if this is real or not. So now, guess what? They already know what the answer, the solution is going to be. That, oh, okay, well, in order for us to know that you are real, we need this cyber identification that everybody is going to be required. I think in the past, this is all allegedly, right? This is all for entertainment purposes, that eventually they want all the currency to be digitalized. And yeah, it's going to be some wild times coming up soon, and I think it's going to happen fast because the way that everything is developing through AI and all this technology, I say within 5 years, it's going to be a wild ride. So who knows, man? Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully people stray away more and more from social media, for technology. I mean, I use it for the podcast, but I try my best to stay away from social media, and I try to be as present as possible with my family. But man, I really hope what this game was depicting right now, it's not actually, it doesn't come into fruition. Because if it does, then there you go. Pretty much they told us what the outcome is going to be. So yeah. And then going back to the comment section, I do see Mr. Hamsta. It's saying, honestly feel like it's holograms. Why have I never seen anything like that in person? Yeah, I agree. It's always, I've never seen that. And I personally don't really know anybody that has seen these type of technology in person. It's all, I mean, who knows if it happens in other parts of the world? Maybe that's why we haven't seen it, but yeah, who knows? I think it is. A lot of it has to do with them actually deploying the Project Bluebeam. So yeah, I wouldn't be doubtful that it is all holograms. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all these different events happening. ChatGPT, AI, and now what this Metal Gear Solid game is depicting. I think when I first heard this, is like, there you go. That's exactly why they gave us such incredible technology. And then I was actually talking to one of my coworkers as well. And you know how right now AI and all this ChatGPT is taking over jobs. It's almost resembling to the time that computers were released with the internet. A lot of people would use typewriters. They would do everything manually. But now when they give us computers, a lot of jobs from back in the days were lost. So now we're coming to this era of this new time span that maybe it's not only computers now, but now it's AI. And they're now, especially where I work at too, and I know other jobs are using it now, that they're implementing AI to learn and study and receive data of what people are inputting into the AI implemented software in companies. So eventually they're going to have so much data received and collected through the employees that now everything that you've inserted in there, it's going to be able to like analyze it and do it automatically on its own. So wild freaking times coming up. So who knows, man? I really just, I don't know. Oh shit, sorry. I don't know what the actual end result is going to be. And you guys, if you guys have kids, man, I don't know honestly what to say or how the future is going to be for them, but I don't even know how to prepare them for what's coming up because it's unknown, right? I think the only thing that can come to mind right now it's to teach them to be a good person, to be present, and not be so engrossed into this virtual reality because everything everything beautiful it's in nature, right? It was produced by God, the creator. Whoever your God is, whatever your beliefs is, the creator is perfect, and it's already in there. It's already embedded in nature. I strongly believe that nature within itself has its own figure of internet, right? Through the roots, through the vines. That's nature's own internet. That's why when you do some sort of like ayahuasca or some sort of plant medicine, you're able to tune in and at times to connect with other realms because literally you're diving into nature's internet. And it gives you so much wisdom because you're connected into the interwebs. But yeah, let me know what do you guys think about any of these subjects, or if you guys have any topics, any other ones that you guys want to talk about. Honestly, this one was going to be a very short one. I don't have any other ones planned out, so I'll leave a couple seconds or 1 minute so you guys can talk to me about any other stuff that you guys may want to talk about. And we'll take it from there. Otherwise, we'll end this one pretty shortly. I think we're currently at 46 minutes. So pretty short. But I just wanted to hop on live and just touch base with you guys. And more than anything, if I don't talk to you guys before the holidays, Christmas, I just want to say Merry Christmas. I hope you and your family are doing good. I wish you nothing but the best. And all of you guys that show up here, or if you guys are watching it after the stream is over, I really wish you guys enjoy these moments and value every single second with your family. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. A knock on wood, right? Knock on wood. Just life is so valuable and it passes by so fast. And having a daughter has for sure given me a different perspective in life that she's living proof on how fast time is passing. I get so emotional just thinking about that and seeing her grow up and develop. And it's just like, no, I want you to stay my baby, but it's a part of life, and our parents went through it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys here have kids and have gone through that. And I know you guys go through the similar experiences of seeing your loved ones get older, your kids start learning more and more things and not being as dependent of you. So yeah, it's part of life, but it's at the same time, even though I do get emotional, at the end of the day it's a very beautiful experience. So with that being said, I don't see any other comments here. I'll give it one more minute. And if not, we'll end the stream right now. But once again, thank you guys for showing up. This is the beginning stages. As I've stated in the past, this is live 27. And even though it does seem, or you guys might seem or might think that like, oh, I know it all or whatever of what I'm doing, this is literally I'm learning as I go. So thank you guys for being here at these beginning stages. This is the first year that I go live, that I do these live streams. And keep in mind, there's 365 days in a year, and I've only done 27. So this is only the beginning, God willing, of live streaming for me, and hopefully more and more wisdom I receive through doing more live streams, and hopefully have a better structure. We have more guests, we have more interaction, we have so many different plans that I have. I spend a lot of time behind the scenes learning and trying to perfect the stream. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys for showing up, and it means the world to me. With that being said, we're going to end this stream. Just thank you and happy holidays. I am going to be doing a stream before the year ends for sure. I think there's a Sunday. Is there a Sunday before the New Year's? Let me check. Yeah, there is a stream. There is a Sunday right before New Year's. So for sure, a stream before the New Year's. So with that being said, thank you once again. My name is Angel Houseman. Till next time.